right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow pandemic travelers. We are in, what is this? Seattle Pandemic Shutdown, day 67. It's a Monday. And I was about to say, there's not that much traffic, and then it all just surged. All right. So what's going on today? This, the 67th day of our collective nightmare. New York City is a corpse-ridden hellhole, apparently. Governor Cuomo, people were singing his praises not long ago, apparently earlier on, like a month ago, ordered nursing homes to take COVID patients, and now the nursing homes are just churning out dead bodies left and right, and they don't have a place to store them. They're just sort of stashing them in refrigerators and all kinds of stuff. Not looking good. Not looking good. So now it's going to be the New York City disease, the New York City virus, right? Or the New York virus. Is that what we're doing? Anyways, right here in Seattle, I don't know what's going on. Are we in phase 1 or not? Like, I have to double check. There's clearly more traffic, I think. But, the downtown areas, like last Friday, I went and drove around downtown, it was late, so there's obviously nothing open, but no stores or anything, but I don't think bars are allowed to be open, so, again, no real nightlife. It's really something. I mean, I said it in my Friday night video, exasperatedly, is that a word? In an exasperated tone about how we actually get back to work, how we reopen. Do we just go to bars? Like, bars just say, screw it, we're opening? That's what Elon Musk is doing at his factory. He said his factory in California was shut down. He's saying, I'm going to open my factory. We're going back to work. I'm going to go work on the line with everyone else. If I get arrested, it should only be me. Which is pretty cool, really. I mean, that's pretty cool that he's standing by not just his business, but his employees. I mean, if it's gonna be not safe, then they're all not safe. If they all want to come in, that's their decision, and he's willing to come in and open his business back up and get people back to work. And at the end of the day, that's what has to happen. We have to get people back to work, making stuff and earning wages, so that cities and states and counties and the country have tax revenue, right? Remember, taxes fund all of the bailouts and everything else. So with no one making income, then there's only going to be, and nobody making any sales in stores unless you're a giant one like Walmart or whatever. No sales tax revenue, property taxes. I guess how are they going to pay that if they don't have jobs? I don't know. Giant moratorium on things like property taxes. I don't know. But it seems like we have to get back to work. We don't really have a choice in the matter. So we're going to go back about it, and some people are going to be irresponsible about it, but other people are going to be responsible. Hopefully there's enough people that got the message, took in the information about what to do during this thing. Sure, you were just going to come right over. Man, it's kind of sweltering in Seattle. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's been mighty warm, and it's supposed to get cool again and rainy, which is good. I think we need plenty of good hard rain for a while, so that we don't get forest fires. I really don't want wildfires this summer. It'll just really cap off 2020 with a real, just a little icing on the cake. Oh, and now you have to wear a mask because the air will kill you. Oh, great. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Yep, driving to work, doing the thing. I'm telling you, I feel the cautious optimism, though. I do feel people, they freaked out for a little while, especially like working in a medical facility. People, they got spooked. And I could tell, because you see these people, they usually are just very competent and kind of confident and calm, maybe a little wound up, but you can tell that they have it under control. I could tell they felt like they did not have it under control. And that's a thing that you don't want your caregivers, that you normally see as being calm and competent, looking spooked and frightened. And that feeling, that vibe is now gone. I think Swedish Medical Center, Harborview, not hitting anywhere close to capacity on ICU beds for COVID patients. They didn't get really near capacity. I think that was a turning point for a lot of people to go, okay, we're gonna be okay. The whole point of the not quarantine, remember, it's not really a quarantine, the sequester, was to make sure that we didn't overwhelm the medical apparatus. And unless you're in New York City, apparently, well, even there, they sent the hospital ship away. They broke down the stuff that was at the Javits Center, the sort of field hospital. They didn't need it. So, even there, they didn't really overwhelm it. It's just that they're handling a lot of deaths. I don't know. Maybe people are just staying home and dying and not taking up bed space. I don't know. But I think we can get back to work, and we're all just gonna change our behavior a bit for a while. I mean, for a long while, people are gonna be spooked still, and they're gonna, socially pressure each other to practice social distancing, right? So this is an issue of, you can go. This is an issue of people putting pressure on each other to do these things correctly. And the practices, the hygiene. I mean, how often were you washing your hands and stuff before this, and how much are you washing them now? Well, I hope that amount has increased. I certainly have. Which leads me to another pro tip. If you are being appropriately hygienic, meaning, don't worry, construction bro, I'm not gonna run you down. If you are washing your hands and sanitizing them frequently, make sure to keep your hands hydrated. Get some good moisturizer. Make sure you get that lathered in there. I was a couple weeks into this thing, and I noticed my hands felt like armadillos, and I was like, ugh, that's not good. So you get cracked hands, never mind the COVID bug, you can get all kinds of stuff if you are irresponsible with your hand hygiene, So that's just a little pro tip from me to start out the week. Moisturize your hands, right? And don't give me that real men don't use moisturizer. I happen to know that lumberjacks here in the Northwest, back in the late 1800s, had a special hand moisturizer that they would put on their hands because they dealt with sawdust all day, so their hands would get dry, and then they get cracked, and then you get an infection, and then you're fucked. So yes, real men wear lotion, or use lotion. All right, that's enough from me for one day. So remember, I go out so you don't have to.